everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today is going to be another bake with me video. I really enjoyed doing the last one. I haven't actually got around to doing another one because I just couldn't think of anything that I really wanted to bake. But now it's autumn, it's nearly Halloween, it's like the best time of the year ever, I think anyway. Jake's with me, he's back from school, so we are going to make some very weather and season appropriate cookies for you and for you to follow along. So if you want to see what we make and what we get up to while we're baking, then just keep watching this video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you and tell you about is our baking ingredients. We've got some very festive pumpkin tea lights there, just to keep in with the whole festivities of the whole baking thing. I don't even know if that makes any sense. This is our ingredients and the ingredients that you are going to need if you also want to make these. So we have some silver spoon, caster sugar, we have some mixed spices, we have some fondant icing, which is actually quite like rock hard, so I don't know how that's gonna go, some plain flour, some soft butter, and some of these food colouring tubes. They didn't do orange, so I had to get yellow and red, but I figured white, black, yellow and red will make orange, I think, I hope. So we can do pumpkins, white for ghosts and black for black cats.
Like on the body and tails and the legs, 2 legs.
Yeah, 2 legs.
1, 2, and 3, 4.
So Jake is super excited about baking these cookies. So we are going to get on into baking. I'm going to talk you through it obviously as I'm doing it and as Jake's doing it. He's very excited, as you can see. So I'm going to crack on and get on with it. Okay, so we are going to do these cookies now. Well, biscuits, cookies, don't really know. Basically these are going to be our pumpkin spiced version, just to keep it that little bit more Halloweeny. I have just done these biscuits, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've just attempted to do them and I forgot to put in the mixed spice, which is the key ingredient to this recipe. So I've had to start all over again. So excuse me if my sides aren't completely immaculate, but I have just baked like 10 minutes ago and I just completely forgot. And it wasn't until I was cutting them out that I realised that, oh my god, I haven't actually got any mixed spice in there. So we're starting afresh, we're starting again, we're going at it in a positive way, and fingers crossed this time I read the recipe and I do what I'm supposed to do. As per usual, I have my little helper here with me, helping me out today, doing the baking. So we're just going to crack straight on. I've already shown you what the ingredients are, so now we're going to do the measurements. We're going to put in, I will let my phone tell me because I don't actually know. We're going to put in 4 ounces of butter. So we're going to put in 4 ounces of butter, which Jake will probably do, won't you, Jake?
Yeah!
Okay, so I would probably say that was about 4 ounces, so if you want to pop it in there, pop it in there. Sit in, say good boy. That's it, all in there. Then we're going to move on to the caster sugar, which we're going to put in 2 ounces. That was maybe a little bit more than 2 ounces because some little tinker just pushed it. Right, pop it in there then before it goes on the floor. That's it, well done, very good. Now we're going to give that a mix until it's pale, light and fluffy. That is what it should look like. It's basically like when you do a cake mix and you do the first part of the cake mix. The next 1 cup of flour because I thought that would be more than plenty. But that was actually more than the recipe stated. Go on then, pop it in. But it actually didn't create the dough that we needed. So this time I'm putting a little bit more in, which is more than what the recipe is. So I would double what the recipe says. I will obviously link the recipe below, but I would definitely double whatever it is that the recipe says. We're then going to go ahead and go in with our mixed spice. We're just going to sprinkle that on in there. I think it says something like a pinch, but we're going to go all out. It's Halloween. We want them to taste very Halloweeny. Autumnal. What is the correct term for that, by the way? Because obviously you say when you're doing something for Christmas, you'd say, oh, it's very festive, or it's a very festive day. So what would you then say for Halloween? Would you be like, oh, it's a very Halloweeny themed day, or something like that? I don't really know. We'll give you make a pickle then. Okay, so then what we end up with, like, excuse the mental children in the background, what we actually then end up with is a firm dough. The recipe suggests that we put this in cling film and then put it in the fridge, but I'm not going to do that. I think it's fine to do it like this. My mum never used to do that when she used to make biscuits or cookies or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and work straight with this dough. Don't know what difference it makes. If you have any idea, please leave me a comment, because I'm clearly not a very good baker, but we're going to go ahead and try this. So we're going to pop some flour down on our work surface there. Going to get our rolling pin out. Yeah. And also just pop a bit of flour on that so it works well. And then we are going to, as Jake is demonstrating, we're going to roll out our dough. Good job, good boy.
You go.
Okay, so once it's all flat and laid out like so, we're then going to get on and cut out our shapes. I'm going to be doing this semi-freehand. I'm going to use the top of this because I don't actually have any cookie cutters. So I'm simply just going to pop that on there and twist, because I'm going to decorate them. Actually, I don't know if that's big enough. Oh, I'm going to use the top of this coffee jar because that's bigger. Because I was going to shape them out, but I realised that would be time consuming and very difficult. So I'm actually going to use this, just a decent sized biscuit, and then we're going to use the icing for the decoration. Going to take our baking tray and pop them into the oven for about 10 minutes or so. So whilst those are in the oven, I am going to crack on and do the fun bit, which is the icing, which everybody loves. I've kind of tidied away some of the dishes, but I have left the surface a little bit messy because it's just going to get messy again in a second anyway. So yeah, don't judge me for that. What I've already done before I picked up the camera was I have already placed my icing, what's it called? My fondant icing, that's it. It's just a basic Tesco own brand, which you can pick up for like £1 something. And I also got these Dr. Erka, I think that's how you say it, food colourings. So I got yellow, I got black, and I got red, which you will have seen in the ingredients clip earlier on. So they are the ingredients that you will need for decorating the cookies. But what I'm going to do whilst the cookies are still in the oven, I don't know whether to call them cookies or biscuits, I don't really know. But either way, whilst they are still in the oven, we're just going to colour our icing ready for when they come out and cool down, and then obviously we can decorate them once they are out of the oven. My icing, just like that basically. It says it's extra strong, so I'm imagining that you don't need an awful lot. Oh, so I'm not supposed to have done that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start pressing and working that food colouring, the icing. Like so. this is probably going to get all over your hands, so if you don't like being messy, then probably not the biscuits for you. I'm just going to try and figure this out and see why it's not actually taking, and then check back in with you guys once it's looking a bit less like this and a bit more like how I want it to look. Okay, so the biscuits are now out of the oven and this is what they look like. They're nice and brown and crispy, so they look amazing. I have also cracked the icing. Yay! So I'm going to show you this. So we have a black one, which the white bits in it, by the way, are from the flour, because I had to put like flour on it to stop it being too, like, just to make it a bit more workable. So hopefully that might just like glaze off. And then we've got the orange, which I'm actually really impressed with, considering I had to create that colour myself. I am like super impressed with that. So there's the black, the orange and the white. So we've got the ghosts, the pumpkins and the pussycats. So yeah, so all that's left to do now is wait for these biscuits to cool down. Whilst I do that, I am going to start cutting out the shapes to put on the biscuits. So yeah, so that's the next part, which I think is the best. On to be apologising for this, but I do apologise for the state of me. I'm not very well, so I do look a bit of a mess. But the cookies are done, biscuits are done, whatever we want to call them. They are ready and I'm actually so happy how they've turned out. I'm not gonna lie, this is not the most, like, it's more the decoration that takes the time. It's not the easiest thing to do. So if you're looking for quick and easy, the biscuits are definitely, yes, they're very quick, very simple, very easy, very cheap to make, but the decoration side of it, although it's what makes the biscuits, it is very time consuming, so make sure you have a good couple of hours to do this, just to give you plenty of time, because you probably will do it wrong. There are like, I am no baker slash like cake maker or whatever, so these are just very rough designs, but they're gonna get eaten, so I don't really mind about that. But here they are anyway, and this is what they look like. So yeah, so that is it. So I'm gonna let the boys taste those, see how they are. They've already had the plain ones and they really liked them, and I have also tried the plain ones and they were so nice. They were so tasty even without the icing on. So I think the icing is definitely just like decorative purposes. But yeah, if you want a simple, easy thing to do, then this is definitely that recipe. As I said it before in the video, I will of course link this recipe down below so that you can go and check it out yourselves and probably do it right, because I made so many mistakes in this one. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.